then
No,
you
you're
just
fucking foolish. That's why.
then
You have to use some fucking amount of inference to determine the facts here. And what do you think's more likely?
that a guy that just came out of prison for securities fraud is defrauding people, or that you just happened to download a bad porn file and lost 400K overnight? I don't know, dude. You tell me. Listen, if everything you're saying is true, then you have the videos, you've got the receipts, and then all of a sudden everybody else looks like a dumb like it's as easy as that.
So yeah, how's DGG coin? Do you have cake cooking that up? What's the launch printer? When's
That
your
would
white
be funny,
paper?
though. I bet there's a lot of money to be made there, though.
Oh yeah, if you put anything up and you have a couple $1,000,000, I'm sure you can like double your money in like a week just copying a code base and then a good advertising base to pull too. I mean, just look at the FaZe Clan Save the Kids token. Like that pulled a couple $1,000,000 in like 2 days. But now imagine if you.
I feel like we have a really recent example we could look at too. I don't know, like within the past couple days. Can anybody think of a really recent rug pull that we can?
Oh, the Martin Shkreli? No, he got hacked, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
fucking Martin Shkreli, CJ. Oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah. There's no way he's that dumb. Like.
For just 400K, but who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get people to still believe it, and yeah.
Why would I do this for $500,000? For only
Well,
$500,000?
you just got out of prison. You don't have any money. What's the easiest way to get 400K? Oh no.
It is funny because I feel like you could find. Actually, I know I said this. I guess it'd be a funny meme clip to make. I'm pretty sure when I spoke to him like a month ago, didn't I actually explicitly say like, bro, you should do one of these crypto rug pulls? Like it'd be sick as fuck. Like everybody's doing it to make money. I'm pretty sure I explicitly suggested that to him.
Yeah, and then he thought about it and he did it in the matter of a month. I don't know. The space that he had, whatever the Twitter space is, it was like the biggest amount of cope. It was like, oh, well, gee, I guess I should have like not just gone to sleep. Oh, gee, I guess I should have like not had whatever. It's like he didn't think about anything. There's no way. Yeah, it's like, why would I bother writing 30 pages to get 400 grand? It's like, well, I could just pay some guy, or at least back in like 2017, it was like $10,000. They would set you up with like a white paper, a website. They would copy paste the code for some project, so you'd have a token that would like run on like AWS.
Sure.
And they would just like set you up, and then you just made your branding whatever. And I'm pretty sure those shops are still around, and that's like what the FaZe Clan people did. Is just like 10K for your crypto in a box. I'm sure he just did the same thing.
Yeah, maybe.
And then maybe like paid some guy to write a little bit about proof of medicine or whatever the hell that he was doing. Yeah.
Hold on one second.
You know, there's also a lot of drawbacks, obviously, and you just have to balance those and get the best out of something without getting the worst out of something.
Are we getting a Shkreli NFT rug pull soon?
No rug pull. I don't rug pull.
Jeez.
Rug pull is for people without money who need money desperately. That's not me.
I guess this was a 2-month ago conversation.
Is it out of the question that he would just refund people that lost their money?
No,
Or
he's
maybe
not.
he's going to VCs, but he's absolutely not going to.
I mean, it's nothing to him though, right? Like, I feel like that's the way out for him. I don't know.
I think
I don't know what his net worth
the
is,
courts
but-
couldn't seize. I think that's what it is. It's like he knows for the rest of his life all his income is going to be taxed for all the money he owes. And then that's a way to get at least a little bit of a bag. I don't know. Either way, I think it's like a lose-lose for him. Either way, I just don't know why. I just can't fathom any reason why it went down the way it did. Because like he's got to go into this looking like, oh well, if I just get ratted and I lose this entire project that I was trying to build, yeah, I get 400K, but no one's ever going to do anything with me again.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before, because like the thing is, the focus, I don't even think, there's like two possibilities. He either scammed or it was an unimaginable amount of ineptitude. And I don't know which one of those is actually worse. Like,
I would say it almost certainly had to be the scam.
I mean, if you're so dumb that you're like losing 400K because you're downloading fucking torrents or some shit, like
you're never going to get anything again.
Yeah, like that to me is worse than the actual scam. Like if you were actually that technologically inept, that's wild to me. But
Steve,
hey, what's up, buddy?
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, sure, but I mean, what do you want me to say?
What about, how about, I know Martin and I don't think he'd do something like this.
I don't know you well enough to know if you'd rug pull or not. Damn, I've only talked to you like 2 times.
The facts. I spent the last 8 weeks of my life on this software. I have 15 people working for me. I interviewed 25 VCs for funding. You think I would do this to myself?
I have no idea. That's a lot of work to put in to lose $400,000 of coin on like an unsecured machine. I don't know what you want me to say, dude. Damn.
Well, why don't you use your common sense?
Well, I use my common sense. Common sense shows that either something nefarious happened or something was so unbelievably, like, just unimaginably incompetently handled that it's like, holy shit.
Are you victim blaming me for losing, for getting hacked? Which is it?
You didn't get hacked. You downloaded a rat from a public porn site.
So
those are two way different things, right?
Now I downloaded a rat. Before you said it was a rug pull.
How do you think those two things are mutually exclusive?
They are fucking mutually exclusive. I didn't intentionally fucking hurt myself.
I don't know that. That's kind of the whole point, right?
Well, if you looked into the facts, you might know that, because OKX traced through the blockchain something it doesn't sound like you know a lot about. The fucking hacker that took my wallet, or took my got control of my wallet, also got control of another wallet that was linked to an exploit in December.
How do you think that? How do you think that?
Research and asking, and you fucking know me, dude.
I don't know why you think any of those things contradict anything that I possibly said earlier, but I mean, like, it's.
You're suggesting that I committed a fucking federal crime.
I didn't suggest.
You know me.
I didn't.
I searched for your fucking content, and all of a sudden, I'm the fucking bad guy who committed a crime, that I did something wrong. Meanwhile, I'm the one who lost money. My employees are the ones who are going to suffer. My fucking project suffers. And you're fucking rubbing salt in my wounds and accusing me of doing it?
So I'm not rubbing salt in your wounds. I'm just reacting to the news online. I see something that comes off, and I just give my reaction to it. If you have an issue with it, you can always provide a counter statement, or you can give your reaction to it.
I have a fucking issue with it, and I'm letting you know that you're an asshole for fucking going with the narrative that was immediate, instead of thinking about it and saying, gee, the consequences of this seem pretty significant. Martin's got a big project ongoing. What should I do? Should I think about it, or should I just react like a dickhead?
I mean, I thought about it. It looks pretty bad. I don't know what other thoughts I'm supposed to have about it.
I got my entire wallet taken by a fucking remote access device.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. I don't know what you want me to say, my dude.
How about that sucks for Shkreli, instead of, gee, I wonder if he fucking fucked over his partners and his law firm, and I wonder if he's going back to jail. That he'd come out of jail and want to go right back.
I have no idea. I don't know you that intimately. I'm not sure.
So are you telling me you're dense enough to think that I would write a 30-page white paper and orchestrate a token, sell it all myself in the middle of the night because I'm thinking that's a good idea, wake up, start hell, go to law enforcement, go to my partners, and you have that opinion. You don't want to do any research on this. You just want to be like, oh, I'm just going to react.
Would you write a 30-page paper, stir up some shit online, and then go to law enforcement for $400,000? I don't know. I'm not sure. Some people would. Maybe. Who knows?
We also made a gigantic software package, which I'm assuming you've never tried it.
Nope.
Right. So we made this software connected to our coin, right?
Uh-huh.
We hired 15 people. We go to 20 venture capitalists, right? Also, I can do what? Hurt myself?
I don't know. Maybe $500,000 is worth it to you. Or maybe not. Maybe it was a legitimate hack. I have no idea one way or another. I just saw it. I gave my opinions on it, and then it's on to the next day.
Any research? Do you want the file? Do you want the fucking IP address of the machine that took our
Literally, none of those things prove anything you're saying to be true. You understand that, right?
Talk to OKX. The OKX guy literally has the same wallet that was connected to my hack, connected to another hack.
That's great. I don't know. I don't know any. I don't know. That's
proof.
Okay, well, if you think that's proof, that's fine. Then you publish it, and then people like me look like an idiot. And then it's like, wow, look, Destiny commented on something he has no idea about, and Shkreli 100% cleared his name. It's as easy as that. It's a big W for you.
The asshole is that there's a community of content creators, of which I thought I was a partner with you in, that we were like loose associated friends because we've done a few interviews together. As soon as I come out of jail, I do an interview with you. I would think that you would be like, hey, Martin, is there something I could do here to help you clear your name? Like, do you have any evidence, like a smoking gun, like this OKX guy?
The OKX guy is not a smoking gun. Two, I value my integrity.
How is it not a smoking gun? Stop right there. How is it not a smoking gun?
I don't know your connection to that guy. I don't know if you reached out to him behind the scenes. I have no idea.
At Blake Cohen, CFE, he works for and represents one of the major centralized exchanges called OKX, at Blake Cohen, CFE. We're talking to law enforcement. I have fucking Interpol on this. You think that I'm fucking making this up?
Well, if you're
for 400 grand?
If I don't know, I have no idea. If you're not, then
you're fucking clueless. That's why. Then you have to use some fucking amount of inference to determine the facts here. And what do you think's more likely?
That a guy that just came out of prison for securities fraud is defrauding people, or that you just happened to download a bad porn file and lost 400K overnight? I don't know, dude. You tell me. Listen, if everything you're saying is true, then you have the videos, you've got the receipts, and then all of a sudden everybody else looks like a dumb like it's as easy as that. I don't know why you'd be so emotionally invested in the speculation of people. You think I have no idea what's going on. Like, you can come in here and scream at me all you want, but I'm not going to sacrifice my integrity because we've had a couple conversations to say, oh, well, you know what? Everything looks on the up and up here. I'm not going to like make any kind of comment about it. If you're right, publish the information, and then people like me look dumb, and then boom, you win. Like, it's as easy as that.
You look dumb. You are continuing to look dumb because
okay, then I'm dumb. Then I'm an idiot. Then you have the information's on your side, and people like me look stupid. It's as easy as that. I don't know why you'd be so upset.
I just don't understand how for a fucking couple of clicks you could sacrifice a friendship or relationship.
Because my integrity is the most important thing to me, and I'm not going to pull punches or give false comments or misleading statements because I've talked to somebody a few times.
How about you shoot somebody a DM and say, Martin, what happened here?
Because the information was public enough that I'd seen it. I don't know if when you're telling me things like I have the IP address in the file, and when you're telling me that you've downloaded a torrent and gotten a rat on your machine, I don't know if you have the sophistication to even clear your own name here. I don't know, reaching out to you is something that helps.
I have a solid state drive forensically preserved. I have 2 outside forensic firms. I have a fucking law firm. You could have talked to any of those people.
None of that has anything to do with contradicting my earlier story. If a friend planted the rat or uploaded that torrent 3 days before you downloaded like it did, and they were the one behind the machine in whatever country they're in, then none of that stuff that you just said matters.
Use Occam's fucking razor. Like, do you really think that we'd contrive such a wild fucking crazy conspiracy in the face of potential law enforcement action that wouldn't get caught somehow?
Yeah, it's not even that wild. I don't know for 400K. Maybe you would. I don't know. I have no idea. But if you wouldn't, then you release the information and you look good. That's it.
Dude, I bought rap albums for more than that. Like, what is wrong with you? Think. It's not 400 million. It's 400K. I also talked to every single fucking VC. Andreessen Horowitz, Paradigm, Dragonfly, you name it. Every single VC went out and pitched our story. We're raising financing. We literally are raising financing as we speak. We'd go to VCs. While we did this, we're going to close the financing in the next couple of weeks. We're going to put out a press release. We did our seed financing for millions of dollars. Is that going to mean anything to you? Well, maybe.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Maybe you guys restore your liquidity pools. Maybe enough people think everything. Maybe you really did get hacked and it doesn't matter. Then it's just a blip in the radar and you keep trudging forward.
Are you like a QAnon believer? Are you that stupid?
Am I that
stupid? Do you have zero business experience that you...
Martin, you literally just came out of prison from securities fraud and you're involved in a rug pull. I've seen people with more to lose throw it away for less of a rug pull. I don't know if you didn't do it. If you didn't do it, then you publish information, you keep moving forward, and who the fuck cares what loser internet people speculate on? It's that easy.
I did publish information. The point is, people like you fucking hit and run when it comes out, and you ignore the information, and you don't give a shit because it doesn't matter to you. You get a couple extra clicks. That's not integrity, Steve. What integrity is you're willing to follow the fact pattern. You're willing to stand against the tide and say, gee, now after looking at this evidence, it seems like the guy got hacked. That's what this guy, whatever his name is, Only Gamers, Ordinary Gamers, that's what he did. He took his shitty old video down. He said, sorry, Martin, you're right. You did get hacked. I looked into this.
Wait, was this after you threatened to sue him?
Yeah, and I'm threatening to sue you too, asshole.
Well, then what the fuck? Do you really think that shows somebody's on your side? Do you really think you got them to walk back their opinion in a healthy manner because you're running around threatening to sue everybody? I'll give you this. If you really want, I can dedicate a day or two to dig into it. But if I dig into it and everything points in a direction where I feel like it's fucked, and your excuse of, well, here's an IP address from another country, blah, blah, isn't enough, I'll come out, I'll make a statement on it, but it's going to be way stronger than the one that I made before. If that's what you really want me to do.
I don't give a fuck what you do. I just thought you were better than this.
You obviously care what I do because you just call me screaming at me for 20 minutes. If you want me to do a huge investigation into it, and I can come to my own conclusion as a non-gunfuck person that's not going to be threatened by random threats of litigation from a guy online, then I can do that if you want. But otherwise, don't call me screaming at me saying you have an IP address and you've got the file saved on your laptop and somehow that exonerates you from all the accusations that it could have been somebody else that put it there.
There's a mountain of evidence that exonerates me, including my coworkers and my forensic fucking
None of
firms
those
that are
forensic
hired.
anybody are clearing your name. I don't know how you. The fact that you're using this as evidence, either one, shows that you don't think I know anything about computer shit, or two, you're just like throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks.
Yes, there is a, like I said, I didn't call Muda screaming because Muda's not my friend. I don't fucking know him. I've never done interviews with him, right? I've never done multi-hour-long videos, heart-to-hearts with him. I don't know him. He made a crazy video. He was wrong. He took it down because he has integrity, not you.
He took it down because you threatened to sue him.
No, he took it down. We had a nice conversation. He said, you know what? We had pages and pages of analysis of the malware.
Hold on. Did you threaten to sue him?
Of course I did.
Then how the fuck do you know why he took the video down? What are you talking to me about, dude?
After he said, listen, first of all, I don't think Muda is the kind of guy that's going to take down a video just because he's threatened. Second of all, because he posted another one. And it wasn't very nice to me, by the way, but he at least admitted the overwhelming odds suggest a hack. And again, you have to put on your computer hat on. I have no idea if you're a fucking professional or not, but you have to do a little bit of inference. Am I asking you to 100% absolve me? Listen, ultimately that might be the FBI's job, and I'm hoping that we've called them. Like, we filled out an IC3 report. We have copies of the IC3 report. We have a law firm that's willing to represent me. Law firms don't do that when they think there's a fraud, right?
What do you mean? You can find a law firm to represent you for anything, my dude. What are you talking about?
Not to clear your integrity. Absolutely not.
If you have the money to pay, that's what law firms are there for, Martin. Come on,
wrong.
dude.
I've hired You're absolutely wrong. How many law firms have you worked with? Do you think a major law firm is willing to stand by you and say this guy didn't commit fraud?
If you've got the money to pay for the case, probably, my dude. I'm sure they'll look over the evidence and they'll make a decision. But I don't know what you want me to say. What is the goal of this conversation?
The goal of this conversation is to convey how personally disappointed I am with you.
Okay.
That's really it.
If you want to be, listen.
Video, I don't care about your shitty channel, and I no longer care about you because you've displayed a reckless disregard for the truth and for honesty and integrity, which is supposed to be what you stand for.
Okay, well, listen, if that's what you wanted to convey, I got the message loud and clear, okay?
All right.
Okay, good luck with everything. If it wasn't anything nefarious, I hope you restore your pools and everything goes well and yep. Jesus Christ. I feel like... Hold on, I'm trying to be careful not to commit myself to any statement that's too stronger that I want to make it. But I feel like when somebody comes up to me and they assert a whole bunch of bad justification for a point they're making, it makes me feel even stronger on the other side. Like when somebody says like, oh, well, I've got the file saved in my drive. Okay, what does that have to do with it? I got a forensic team look at it. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. It was, I didn't do it myself. I downloaded that thing. Okay, like all of this stuff could have been done beforehand, right? If you had a friend that was behind the rat, right? You realize like literally everything. But that might be the hardest bridge nuke we've ever done in our entire lives. What did you say that got him mad? Well, I mean, I don't remember. You'd have to go check my stream. You can refer back to my prior statements. But I basically said that it looked really fucking bad. Everything was like, it looked pretty fucked. But yeah, I guess he is like running around threatening to sue everybody.
A server in Germany, which you also have access to. That on porn. Think, like what downloaded? Hunter, what's the porn site? I planted that torrent. I downloaded that rat. Well, it's still possible you hacked yourself. Yeah, I fucking planted a torrent on... Hunter, what's the porn site? I planted that torrent. I downloaded that rat.
See, when you exaggerate something, like, none of this is really hard. So this is kind of if you were to do this scam, this is how I would imagine it would go. Is you tell a friend, like, hey, I'm going to lose 400K, all right? Upload this torrent to this site. 3 days later, I'll go download it, which it was. It was 3 days later. He hopped on the site, downloaded the torrent, ran a file. His whole system was compromised. Friend is on the other end doing everything. Obviously, you're VPN'd or VPS'd out the ass. You're going through a proxy to some fucking Russian server or some shit, and then you do everything that way, and then bing, bada, boom. Like, that's my understanding. If this scam was done, that's how it would have been done. Now, I can't prove that 100%. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was all just incredibly unlucky and incredibly incompetent for Martin. That's possible. But for him to say things like, what are the chances that I run the server and download? Well, all of that is really easy. In fact, everything you're saying is like trivially easy, you know?
Just fucking think. Like, what's wrong with you? Yes, Martin, you fucking planted a torrent on pornsomething.ch. Secretly fucking sending that to a server in Germany, which you also have access to.
Well, yeah, having access to a server somewhere is a matter of like paying for a VPN or pay. Like that's not hard to do. What?
And then started to change the money over at Change Now. Like what the fuck?
But whatever. I don't know. Hey, I'll be honest. There's a chance that nothing nefarious happened, and maybe it was just unimaginable incompetence. That is possible. But who knows? True. Also, wait, what is the idea of like, do you think somebody would take my lawsuit if I wasn't 100% in the right? Wait, bro, they're fucking lawyers. You just pay them and they do shit for you. What do you mean? Do you think the doctor would be treating me if there wasn't a 100% chance I was going to beat this cancer?